My name is JohnWhitelaw2. I'm a staff attorney with Community Legal Services, and I work up at the North Broad office at Broad and Erie, and I'm in our public benefits unit. And what I do, the basis of my job, is I work with folks like the gentleman who spoke earlier, who are trying to get public assistance. And specifically, we do a lot of work in trying to get medical assistance for people who have difficulty navigating the system. And one of the things that I think many folks do not understand until they're in this system is that it is not enough to be low income. It is not enough to need to see a medical doctor. It is not enough to need medical care. If you don't meet the specific rules that the welfare department has, and if you don't know how to navigate the system appropriately, you will get turned down. It is a difficult, complicated system. And while it is absolutely true that some of the welfare workers don't care, some of them do. And the other thing, one of their biggest problems, in all fairness, is they have suffered massive cutbacks too. So on any given day, they have too few workers to handle too many cases. So they are going to have problems even if they're all trying their best, because there are too many folks who need assistance for them to be even to handle the work on a given day. And then, like this gentleman said, you get into catch-22 problems. So in order to get medical assistance, you have to prove to the welfare department that you are disabled. But if you don't have a doctor, how do you get the doctor to sign the form that says you're disabled? So the welfare department gives you a card that says you can go see a doctor to fill out the form, but you have to do it in 30 days. And then, unless you know how to work with the system, the public health districts are so busy that they're not able to see you within the 30 days. So that you end up in often an impossible situation where unless you know how to play the system, and I don't mean that in a bad way, unless you know how to get around the obvious rules or the problems, you end up losing. And you should also know, and I think this has become apparent, it is an incredibly complicated system. There is no coherence to Medicaid or medical assistance. It's lots of different little programs within the rubric of medical assistance, and they all have their own categorical rules and income and asset rules. And it is incredibly complicated. And navigating it is difficult for professionals like myself, and next to impossible for people who don't know how to play the game. So one of the things that I want to mention tonight, and I'm done except to answer questions later, is our office, and we have offices at Broad and Erie and down at 1424 Chestnut, and I have some flyers outside with our office information on. We do a lot of work with people to get the medical assistance, and that's one of the things that we spend a lot of time doing, working with the system to figure out how to get people insurance. And that's one of the things that I encourage folks to do is you have to fight hard, and you have to not give up, and it's a lot of work just to get insurance. And that's only the beginning of the game.